up, What Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89. Today's Anime Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2 Episode 1, aka Episode 50, titled The Town Where Everything Began. So where we're starting off this half of Season 3 of Attack on Titan is going to be with Chapter 73's adaptation of the manga. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so we got this nice looking landscape. Alright. And I like the bird's eye view too, it's pretty nice. And then we got a little bit of a flashback going on at the between the 8 and 10 second mark. Ooh, and I like it like between the 14 and 18 second mark that we're actually seeing a lot of the refugee camps. More of the refugee camp, aka the tent city, looks really nice. What? Really? Oh my freaking god, why did you skip this? Oh god, I'm not even a minute into this episode and it's already fucked up. Okay, so this part was skipped, and I'm really annoyed that this part was skipped because how Isayama writes and draws is there's a lot of symbolism behind it. Let me read this. How I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna read in this case the narration that's in the panel, and then explain what's going on in the panel. There's two of panels that are skipped that should have been here. Oh, which is whether humanity could survive another day was out of human hands. And in this panel, you're seeing one of the wealthier survivors getting beaten the shit out of and robbed. And then the other panel that was skipped was everything was now up to the Titans. And you see like these people worshiping the Titans as gods, like praying for the Titans to forgive them for their sins and all that shit. And yes, there are people that are that way. If you read Attack on Titan Before the Fall, you know about this. Instead, it just goes straight to because humanity had no way of defeating them. And yes, I do like the transition scene into this, but you could have still had that. And still had the other shit that you skipped. Why'd you do that? Okay, so why? Why are you draining the power and symbolism behind Isayama's work? I'm getting really mad right now. So this is between the 30 and 34 second mark when we're seeing Eren say, I'm going to destroy them, every last one of those animals that's on this earth. I'm reading the manga dialogue. I'm not reading the anime dialogue because fuck that shit. So in the anime, I'm going to say what's in the anime first. In the anime, as you can see, there's a profile shot, and then we get the as Eren's talking, we see it the camera zoom in and all that shit. In the manga, what we get here is we get a 3/4 profile, and you see Eren from like the shoulder to the hips, and you see him crying. You see snot, and he said, and that's in that panel. He says, "I'm going to destroy them." And then we get the close up, and we see both of his eyes, and you see the snot, and he says, "Every last one of those animals that's on this earth." And I would have really loved. I would have loved the same techniques that Wit did, especially when we get to the extreme close up of the one eye. I would have loved that, and it would have worked so well here, especially if we would have had the right angles for Eren. But I would have loved to see the two eyes, and 2 eyes instead of 1 for the extreme close-up. Okay. The rest of this is looking good so far. 55 second mark, that's my baby! There's Armin, aka my favorite character in the series, but one thing is I kind of wish, because it says some held hope, I really wish Armin was looking up. I wish he was looking up just a little bit like he is in the manga to, symbolize that there's hope. He's looking towards there's hope. Like, Jesus Christ. Okay, now I gotta talk about between the 58 second mark and the 1 minute mark. And oh god, I got a feeling this live reaction is gonna be really long, and it's gonna be very analytical because I didn't think it was gonna be this way, but god damn it, it is. So this is when we're seeing Eren and it says the manga, it's what it's supposed to be. Because they cut the fucking narration. It was supposed to be somewhere filled with rage, but all of them screamed. And in the manga, you see like Eren like pushing. You see tears. You see snot. You see the expression is just so powerful in the face, and like, oh god, it's just so. And you see like dead bodies around him. In the anime, you don't see any of that shit, and the expression on Eren's face is just meh. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Why are you draining the power? And, well, not, power is definitely the right wording, but I was thinking the energy and the power that Isayama gives us in the manga. I'm so disappointed it. I really wanted to see these panels animated and brought to life. And you're not giving us any of that. Like, you can make the argument that we're not seeing the bodies because censorship and whatnot, but we're still seeing the stomp from, Aaron's hand being cut off. Granted, it's not as detailed as it should be, but, like, the expression just looks so freaking boring in the anime, and I don't goddamn believe it. And also the mouth isn't even open as wide. Oh God, I'm only a minute in, and I'm already hating that the symbolism that's being taken away from the manga. Oh my God, I'm so scared. I'm so scared for the content that I really, really wanted to see adapted. Oh God, I'm so scared for this. Oh, not only that, before I forget, before you continue, the liquid that Aaron's supposed to be in is supposed to be boiling. Yeah, if you look at the manga panel, it looks like it is boiling. And is it boiling in here? No. And no, I don't believe that emotion on Aaron's face. I do not believe that emotion on Aaron's face as rage, as the filled with rage. That ain't rage. That ain't rage. Sorry, God, that fucking pisses me off so much. Okay, look, I can deal with, some of this shit being changed and whatnot. I really could. I really wish that when we get the dialogue that said, can they ever believe again that there's a place for them in this world, that we would have gotten, the shot of the civilians cheering. I really kind of wish that would have been there, but I can get past the other crap. But what it was supposed to be is, after can they ever be made to believe that they can control their own, control their own destinies if these soldiers can retake Wall Maria. Like, that's what it was supposed to be, but whatever. I'm just gonna roll with this. I'm not gonna get picky on this animation anymore, because otherwise I'm just gonna probably lose my goddamn mind, unless I really need to. But yeah, the only, God damn it, the beginning just, oh God, so far it's just really starting to piss me off. Anyway, let's keep going here. Now, at the 1 minute 41 second mark, we're getting to the opening song. And God damn it, I'm just, all right, let's get to this opening song and see what Wit can deliver us. Let's see. My wordings, I meant deliver to us. I'm so frustrated that I can't even talk right now. My God. I'm not gonna lie, I love the color scheme that we're getting here and the slow-mo. That's between the transitions and stuff. It's really goddamn cool. There's one baby. I see you, Armin. You're seeing Raiden with Zeke. That is Zeke. Yes, it is. I like some of the stuff that we're getting here. Like, even though the Titan is CGI, I like that. But I like seeing the Titan's form. That's really goddamn cool. Hi, Zeke. I know we're gonna be seeing you throwing shit in, like, probably a couple of weeks, depending on the pacing that Wit decides to go with. But hi, Zeke in Beast Titan mode. Yeah, we're gonna, this scene in the opening song. Yeah, we're seeing that in a few weeks. At least maybe depending on the pacing, we're gonna be seeing that pretty soon. Dude, the transitions in this freaking opening are so cool. Oh my God, wait, you better be using some of these techniques up in this shit. Cause damn, I'm loving the slow-mo. I'm loving the transition techniques that we're getting. Shit, this looks cool. I'm ready for this if this is what we're getting. There's Levi versus Zeke. There's Levi versus Zeke. Oh my God. Well, I should say Levi versus Zeke part 1. Cause we'll see Levi versus Zeke again a little later. Yes! We got the symbolism! Yes! Of Armin becoming... Sorry, spoiler alerts for those of you that are not caught up with the manga, but you should be. We're seeing the spoiler of Armin becoming a Titan! Yes! I am down with this! But I'm also scared that this means we're gonna be rushing the pacing! Please don't rush the pacing, Wit! Do not do what Platinum Vision did to Kana Ono Tamer, or I swear to God I'm gonna hate you! I love that near the end of the opening song, I love that we're seeing beyond the wall and the desert and stuff like that. That is really cool. But I think the best part about this is the basement. Oh, I can't wait to go in the basement and see that shit adapted. But just seeing Armin, that symbolism with the Armin and the Titan just makes me happy. But I'm telling you, when you better be delivering on this shit, or there's gonna be hell to pay. And for the record, in regards to opening songs, season 2 is still my favorite. I'm sorry. That I like this opening song, I do, but like season 2's opening song was an earworm, man. You can't deny that. Okay, I gotta talk about the Titan at the 3-minute 54-second mark. You could really see it. Yeah, there's a lot of line work missing here. There's supposed to be way more folds in the neck, in particular. Yeah, it does not look good. It does not. Okay, now and you can really see it, especially at the, again, at the 3-minute 58-second mark. But at the 3-minute 58-second mark, when we get a close-up of the profile, I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at this, again, I have the manga right in front of me. I feel like this doesn't look like the same goddamn Titan. Who the fuck is this Titan? This ain't the same Titan. The nose is so wrong. You gave the dude a Jew nose. That, even though, yeah, that's kind of appropriate since the Titans are based off Jews, but the dude ain't supposed to have a Jew nose. He's supposed to have a straight nose. And also the eyes are way too they're open way too wide. They're supposed to, or they're just too big in general. They need to be way smaller than this. And I'd say yeah, that's another problem too. The ear is way too high. The ear's supposed to be like way lower than that. Jesus, what is with you and anatomy? And the nose is also supposed to be just, I think, wait, am I right about this? It's supposed to stick out just the tip is supposed to be sticking out a little bit more, and it ain't, and it looks wrong. Oh yeah, before I continue with this, because I know I'm going to get a lot of thumbs downs for talking shit about, like, the animation and all that. Well, sorry, you're going to have to deal with it, because, this is a manga to anime adaptation, and everyone says that this anime is supposed to be the best of the best for even fucking anime of the year. And yeah, since you raised it to that high of a standard, American anime community, yeah, I'm gonna like really beat the shit out of this. I'm going to beat the shit out of this where it needs to be beat, like just like with every other manga to anime adaptation. I'm not catering to your needs. Okay, this part of the dialogue was skipped, which is exactly, normally I would advise against midnight strolls through the forest, but this darkness, it's supposed to be that, but this darkness is probably what's protecting us. But for the most part, yeah, it's supposed to be the darkness. The moonless shit is not supposed to come up until, like, the next portion, but you know what? This part got skipped too, which is when Connie and Historia encountered a moving Titan at night. The moon was out, and that part was skipped, and this part was skipped. Well, it's only a hypothesis that these new Titans, that's what's supposed to be. It's only a hypothesis that these new Titans use that small amount of energy, as to move. That's what it was supposed to be. But whatever. The dialogue's changed to we think they use, but it's kind of annoying that they're not giving Connie and Historia credit. Like, what the fuck? Come on, what is wrong with you? I'm not gonna lie, I do like the animation for the 4-minute, like 46-second mark, and I think that's probably the Connie Historia thing that's mentioned in the manga. I just wish it would have been mentioned in words. Unless this is just a bad translation, I don't fucking know. I wish I knew Japanese so I could tell you, but... Okay, this is getting really ridiculous, Wit. Like, usually I don't harp on animation this much unless I really, really have to. But god damn it, Wit, this is ridiculous! Like, Aaron's supposed to look scared. He's supposed to be scared, right? At the 5-minute 3-second mark, when he says, why am I so scared of? Like, you look at the corresponding manga panel, you believe that he's scared. When you look at the anime, at the 5-minute 3-second mark, I don't believe that Aaron is scared. Like, there's, like, no expression. What is going on, Wit? Why are you not adapting facial expressions well? And this makes me very, very concerned for Vinland Saga. Oh my god, I'm so concerned for Vinland Saga. The rest of the inner monologue is animated just fine. It's just the first shot when we're getting Aaron at the 5-minute 3-second mark is just, it's just bugging me. But everything else is for the inner monologue, which ends at like the 5-minute 33-second mark, it looks actually pretty good. I'm sorry, dub-only people, but I have to say this right now, because I've tried watching Attack on Titan dub before. sub Armin is my Armin. That's my Armin right there. Sorry, Josh Grell. I love you, dude, but you are not Armin. That is not my Armin. This is my Armin right here. Like, oh, God. Oh, it feels good to hear the right Armin voice again. Oh, God. It's been so long. Oh, sorry. I just had to mention that shit. You know what, Wit? At least you're doing Armin justice for the most part when it comes to his facial expressions and the shots for Armin's, face when he's doing his dialogue. It actually is looking pretty good, which gets me really hyped for, you guys know what I'm talking about, the sacrifice. Oh, when that sacrifice comes. Oh God, oh God, just thinking about it is giving me goosebumps, and I know I'm gonna cry when that happens. Wait, you better not let me down with that. Swear. Okay, at the 6-minute 18-second mark, I gotta complain about this. So this is when Armin's talking about Eren rescuing him from the Titan. Why are you doing it from the profile view like this when you're seeing both Eren and Armin when how Isayama does it in the manga, and it makes a lot more sense to do it this way. This is from Armin's point of view. Why aren't we having it from Armin's point of view? You know, like having at least like how Isayama does it in the panel where we're seeing the back of Armin and seeing Eren like pull him out. I don't understand why you didn't do that, Wit. I really wanted to see, I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted to see this animated, and I really wanted to like see how Armin saw Eren from his point of view in this moment animated. And it's really disappointing that we're not seeing that. Why didn't you do that? It would have looked so cool. Ugh. Why did you cut off the rest of my man's dialogue? Armin wasn't finished. No, this is supposed to be like around the 6-minute 23-second mark. This is where this was supposed to be, and this is after Armin says, "Why were you able to do that? You were never supposed to sacrifice yourself for my sake." And then we even get a flashback too where Armin is, you know, in front of the Titan, and then we get the Eren dialogue. Just, why are you cutting my man off, Wit? So at the 6-minute 41-second mark where, you know, Eren's staring up looking at the walls, if you look at the panel, he's supposed to be in a grassy area. He ain't sitting in a grassy area. And also, again, the facial expression is just so wrong. He looks, this is like a blank facial expression in Eren's face. If you look at you look at the manga, you see like Eren just like looking up in wonder. And you don't get this sense of wonder here, and it's so disappointing. Wow, so Wit basically skipped all of Eren's story, or his flashback with Armin, even though I will say this, the flashback animation looks so good, and it's so disappointing that we didn't get it. The full narration. Here's what it was supposed to be. And again, this is starting to concern me a little bit in regards to pacing. I am not liking the direction that Wit is going. This is what it was supposed to be. Not that it's anything strange for a kid 8 or 9 years old to not be thinking about. And like we're supposed to get this beautiful view of like the water and the grass, and then Armin's supposed to come up. But then you came running to me with the book. Both of us were outcasts. We never got along with the other kids in town. That's all we were back then. But it all changed when I heard you telling me those things. That's where, you know, it starts picking, that's where, that's part is in the anime, but the rest of that was completely skipped. Like, why wouldn't you mention that? I'm just, ugh! Like, I understand, like, the 8, 9-year-old shit, whatever, but, like, the stuff about being outcasts and all that, that's kind of important to me. I kind of wish that would have been there, but fuck, I wish the whole thing would have been there. It would have been nice to, and would have been nice to see Wit utilize some of this beautiful landscape animation we've gotten, but nope, we decided to skip it. But at least my boy Armin, like, his facial animation has been freaking fantastic. At least, unlike Eren, my boy Armin's actually getting some facial expressions. It's actually nice to see that at least Armin's being taken care of. God damn it, I love this flashback animation. It's just killing me that you didn't finish the flashback. Why? All right, so at the 6-minute 59-second mark, we get to see the close-up of the book that that Armin has, and I really I love the artistry for it. It looks so good. I'm glad we got to see that. Wait, that's nice. Wow, way to cut the dialogue, Wit. Jesus. Okay, this is what it was supposed to be. It says, this was after Eren says, I wasn't free, and this is a little bit I want to say this is around the 7-minute 5-second mark. I realized that I had been living in a birdcage all that time, and that those freakish things had taken my freedom. The world was so big that they forced me into a tiny cage. Wow, way to cut the dialogue. Like, the dialogue that they gave us isn't bad. I just really wish that they would have at least had this part of the dialogue here, which was, I realized that I had been living in a birdcage all that time. Why would you not have at least that part there? I like that, like, the 7-minute 46-second mark, that we actually get to see, like, how Mikasa remembers the area. I love, that's what I was hoping we were gonna get. Not gonna lie, when I read this portion of the manga, but it's really nice to actually see it, and it looks beautiful. You hear that when Mikasa says, I could hear the sound of the river? That's why I'm really annoyed that Studio Wit didn't show the and back in the flashback, the overall scene that where Eren was sitting was like on this grassy area, and when Armin ran up to him, we didn't see the river, because that's kind of important. No mention about the sun starting to rise? Okay, whatever. Around the 8-minute 50-second mark, we're getting an explanation for, that's the start of the visual explanation for the strategy. Oh, it looks so fucking cool. Oh, the overall animation of the strategy, and this is like up to like about the 9-minute mark. It looks so fucking cool. I love that shit. I hope we get more, like when we get like, if we end up getting any more strategies. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've read this fucking portion of the manga. If we get any more, like explanations or whatnot. I want visual explanations to look like this in general in this anime. It looks so fucking cool. Soundtrack just definitely picked up, and my boy Levi looking like a badass right now. So we're seeing the destruction, and it looks really good. The destruction looks really good. This is at the 9-minute, like 27-28-second mark. This is looking good. Again, the problem I'm having with, and again, this is not limited to Attack on Titan. It's not. We're really seeing this a lot in oh my god, in Black Clover, but they kind of, Studio Pierrot kind of has an excuse because the budget is really limited over there, but oh god, like Eren's facial expressions just look so plain. Like, you can't, like, in the manga, like, again, the way Isayama does the facial expressions are so powerful. Like, you can freaking feel it and believe it from the goddamn panel. Like, wait, you're supposed to be bringing this to life. You're supposed to, like, translate this. And I'm not believing it. Like, and it's not the voice actor's fault. Ain't the voice actor's fault. This is the animation's fault for not, you know, bringing it across as well as it should. So, okay, the 9-minute 44-second mark, when we're seeing the ashes. The ashes look like one big black spot for the most part. They don't look like how they should be looking. At least, I will say this, though, there are at least some line breaks in here. Unlike other really bad animation I've seen. There are some line breaks, but it's still not accurate. This is not, it's not accurate at all. So, again, you're skipping more of my man's lines. It was supposed to be, after the ashes from a campfire, they must have rushed down the wall, was, skipped? I have to point this out again, because it's just baffling me. Like, again, you see it again at the 9-minute 53-second mark. And just compared to, like, the majority of Eren's facial expressions, especially close-ups we've gotten so far in this episode, Armin, like, when you look at Armin, and I'm not just saying this because I love Armin and he's my favorite character. You look at Armin's facial expressions, you fucking believe that he's feeling the fear. You believe he's feeling the sadness. You believe he's feeling the happiness. The expressions are, like, spot on. It's just with Eren, when he's supposed to be feeling rage like he was at the very beginning of the episode, or if he's supposed to be feeling scared like he was, like, a few minutes ago, it's not, the expressions are just not there. And fuck, even when in the flashback when you're supposed to feel the sense of wonder, it was just a blank goddamn stare. I don't know what's going on. Like, why? I like, to an extent, I'm fine with it because I love that Armin is getting, like, lots of love and everything like that. But at the same time, it's just like, huh? Why are you making Eren into this bland goddamn character? Even though, to an extent, Eren is a bland character, but, like, you're making him even to a blander character. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys, Wit? I should say, what the guys it went. I have to talk about the 10-minute 9-second mark for a second, and this is a good thing. Oh God, I love this art style. Love it. I can do it was skipped, and this part was skipped. That's not the half of it. We haven't even seen one yet. Something is definitely strange. We fought, and then my boy Levi is supposed to say right here, we've fallen right into the enemy's hands, and then Hanja's supposed to say, we have to press on. Like, I'm very concerned about this writing right now. Here we go. Like, this is up to the, like, I gotta say from, this is just a little bit before the 11-minute mark through, like, up to the 11-minute 4-second mark. I really am liking this. The animation is getting better. It really is. And also throughout this episode so far, like, it's always been like this for Attack on Titan. The movement, the animation movement is always just, oh my God, wordings. When it comes to movement, the animation is always fluid and it's gorgeous, and I love it. And I love when we're seeing Eren like fly up in the air and he's biting his thumb. Oh, it's just, everything is just looking really nice so far, and that's just really consistent. I'm just thinking that maybe this is where all the animation budget went towards, instead of the symbolistic stuff that's been lacking this week. I see what you're doing. Oh God, we're doing this again. Okay, to an extent I'm fine with it. We're gonna be probably adapting 2 chapters an episode to an extent, but oh boy. All right, so it looks like at the right after the commercial break, which is about 11-minute 17, 11-minute 18-second mark, we're gonna get into chapter 74's adaptation of the manga. Correction, it's 11-minute 21-second. Fuck. Correction, it's 11-minute 21-second mark. Not gonna lie, Eren's sealing this fucking hole, and this is like a little bit before the 12-minute. I think it's like at the 11-minute 30-second mark. That's where it really starts. It looks so fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. Say this around because this is one of my happy moments as an Armin fan, around the 15-minute mark. Suck it, Armin haters! My boy Armin is getting some props right now from the big guys, from Erwin. Saying that what he did was very smart, which he was very goddamn smart, and even what he's doing now, currently in the manga, is goddamn smart. And there's a reason why Erwin told Levi that that to the future rest with my boy Armin. Oh yeah, there's a reason, all right. Armin, don't be nervous. You're so well. You're giving good orders. This is like, for those of you who are wondering, I'm talking about like the 15-minute 30 through 15-minute 36-second mark. He's just so nervous. My poor baby's actually doing something right. You motherfuckers, a lot of motherfuckers were hating on my boy Armin. I remember around this time, when this was when the chapter was out, people were hating on Armin around this time. I was like, you guys are assholes. Yeah, even Erwin said it at the 15-minute, like, 49-second mark. Armin's one of our greatest weapons. And woo, that foreshadowing that Isayama did! Now I'm thinking about it. Woo, that was some massive foreshadowing that was going on back there. Ooh. Really? You're skipping this too? Oh, wait, just, okay, this part was skipped, which is, could they really be waiting for, this is what it was supposed to be after, why won't they appear even when we're sealing the holes? It was supposed to be this, my boy says. Or thinking. Gah. Could they really be waiting for Eren to exhaust himself after using his Titan powers to harden his body? Like, why? Why is that? If that were true, they would be hiding nearby so that they could attack him immediately. All this was skipped, and I don't understand why. Why? Why would you skip this? Out of all the times to zoom out, and this is at the 16-minute 51-second mark, why would you zoom out now? Like at the 16-minute 49-second mark, what it should have been, it was like an extreme close-up. This is when Armin says if we fail, 16-minute 49, 50-second mark, if this fails, it really is the end. It'll be all over everything. Why wasn't there an extreme close-up of Armin's eyes? Like, we were going in the right direction, but you decided to go zoom out instead? Like, this was the wrong spot for that! Oh, it was the next line Armin's that we're supposed to get it zoomed out, but what? Oh, God. So many questionable decisions over at Wit right now. Oh, God. Really? You're skipping this, too? Which is, the commander won't stop the operation. Even if we end up giving our enemy the perfect opening, our only option will be to meet them and strike back. The more time we give them, the worse our position gets. Why? Why are you cutting my man's dialogue? We'll say this though, like at the 17-minute, like 13, 14 second mark, and fuck, even like between the 17-minute 10 second mark and 17-minute 14 second mark, I really, really love what Wit did here, especially like at the 13, 14 second mark when we're getting the shaky cam effect going on. It really works here because remember, Armin's like freaking the fuck out and he's also having a realization at the same time. And I really, really wish Wit would have used that a little bit more, just a little bit earlier with when Eren was having his inner monologue. I kind of wish they would have done that just a little bit more. It would have been so, and fuck, even when Eren, at the very beginning, when Eren was crying, we could have gotten that shaky cam there. It would have been awesome. Or fuck, even in the flashback when Eren realized that they were trapped in a cage. That would have been, that shaky cam effect would have been so fucking cool there. Why didn't you guys do that, Wit? You guys are, what freaking pisses me off sometimes, and god damn it, it's really getting me concerned for Vinland Saga, and I already am concerned for Vinland Saga as it is. A damn boy Armin, this is why I love Armin so much, and this is why Erwin respects Armin so much, is that he thinks outside the box. And I love it so fucking, even now in the manga, he's thinking outside the box. Oh god, if you're not up to date with the manga, you need to be. Oh god, the manga's just insane right now. Okay, this is at the 18-minute, 33, 34, or actually, let me say 18-minute 32 through 34 second mark in regards to Erwin. I really wish that the camera would have zoomed out just a little bit more, and then when he says, what is it? When he says, we're here to win, when he says, we're here to win, then do the extreme close-up of Erwin's face, the exact shot that we're getting at the 18-minute 34 second mark, which is the shot we should have had a little bit earlier for Armin, if you ask me, what I mean by the extreme close-up of the eyes. And fuck, this is the shot we should have had at the very beginning when we saw Eren that I was talking about. This close-up, maybe even a little bit closer in regards to Armin and Eren, but oh god. I don't know what is going on with these decisions that you're making in regards to, camera angles and stuff, but goddamn, you guys gotta do better. Where's the extreme close-up of Armin's eyes here? That's supposed to be at the 19-minute, 11, 12 second mark. If you look at the manga, you get this really intense extreme close-up of Armin's eyes. And the thing is the reason why I'm getting all pissy about it is remember what Eren said in the flashback that, it was all about, he didn't believe in shit until he looked into Armin's eyes. That's what, again, the symbolism matters here, people. Isayama, God, just thinking about it now, just damn it, Isayama, you're a goddamn genius when it comes to symbolism. Especially with how it carries out throughout, the arc. Armin's eyes are a key thing in this portion of the manga. So, fuck, even as I said, Armin, as it even was mentioned in the anime, that, Eren didn't believe shit until he looked into, he was, trapped in a cage until he looked into Armin's eyes. Why aren't we getting these close-ups of Armin's eyes like this? I just am so baffled by it. So, this is, again, I'm baffled by what's going on here. So at the 19-minute 48 second mark, we're seeing where Reiner, from Reiner's point of view, when he busts out of the wall, and that's not in the manga, by the way, and I do like this. Don't get me wrong. I like this. It's just, earlier, remember when I was saying this was back in Armin's flashback, when Armin was saying that, talking about when Eren rescued him, that's the kind of, point of view I wanted. It's the 19-minute 47 second mark. Now you guys understand the kind of shot I wanted for when Armin was getting saved by Eren in the flashback. That's the kind of shot I wanted, just behind Armin, and you could just see, him reaching out like that. I thought and see Eren rescuing him because it's from Armin's point of view. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out because I like that Wit did it here, but I'm kind of mad that they didn't do it earlier. That, Nerdigans, at the 19-minute 49 second mark, that is how you animate blood. Oh, God, blood animation has just been so freaking frustrating lately. This is nice to see real blood animated correctly. Music here at the 20-minute mark. Oh, it's awesome. Speaking of Reiner at the 20-minute mark, I gotta talk about this. That ain't Rainer in the face. I don't know who the fuck that is, but that ain't Rainer. First of all, the bangs, they're not there. He's supposed to have bangs. Also, those, what the fuck is with those eyes? That is not Rainer. That nose is completely jacked. And the chin is just, oh God. This is not Rainer. Who the fuck is this guy? That ain't Rainer. I don't know who the hell that is, but that ain't Rainer. Oh, Isayama, I'm sorry your work is being butchered like this right now. My God. Oh. I'll say, like, right after he, you know, like at the 20-minute 1 second mark, he does look a lot more like Rainer in the face. But God damn it, that was like Dragon Ball Super episode 5 bad. I'm sorry, it just was at the 20-minute mark. Oh, that's stabbing! Whoa, that's stabbing by Levi! Woo! That was awesome. This is the 20-minute, like, 3-4 second mark. Oh my God, that was cool. Only complaint here at the 20-minute 3 second mark is there's supposed to be way more blood on my man's blade. And that makes me question, why would you censor that when you just gave us a shit ton of blood just a second ago? Like, ah! Oh my God! Again, this is like the 20-minute 10, 11 second mark. I wish there was more blood coming out. But at least it looks like goddamn blood and it don't look like paint or fucking ketchup. It looks like goddamn blood. That is good, but we need more of this, please. No more blood. No! That's not enough blood. Damn, the 20-minute 27 second mark, like, just as Rainer's transforming and you see that blade through his neck. Ah, that looks so fucking cool. God damn, I love this soundtrack here. The fight scenes better have cool soundtracks like this, or cool music like this portion of the season. My God. Okay, so let's talk about Rainer in Titan form right now, because something that Isayama is usually pretty good about when it comes to drawing is the anatomy, and oh boy, the 20-minute 37 second mark, that does not look good. Wow, that does not look good. Especially, it's more like here and in the stomach and the torso area. It is not looking good. It is not looking good there. Oh my God, I don't know if it's just the CGI or what, but the line work, just in general, the line work on the muscle looks really, really bad. And, oh God, just the bone, it looks terrible. It's like placed wrong. I just don't like it. Also, Rainer's head's supposed to be back, like, his head's supposed to be back a little bit more. I just needed to point that out. Otherwise, it was going to drive me nuts. Wow, the 20-minute 40 second mark, when we see the close-up of Rainer's face, of course, in Titan mode, it actually looks pretty damn good. I'm liking the line work we're getting in the muscle. You know, the muscles and all that shit. It looks pretty goddamn good. I think the only thing that I might have a problem with, and let's see if I'm right on this, is the mask right here for the, you know, because Armor Titan, it needs to be up just a teeny bit more. I think it's a little bit too low right here. But and it looks a little too scruffy, because like if you look in the manga, you see how it's like a perfect line. Yeah, it ain't working for me here. But other than that, it actually looks really, really good. I'm happy with what Wit did here. It actually looks pretty goddamn accurate. Let me just make sure I'm right on the rest of this. Yeah, it looks really, really nice, Wit. There comes Zeke! Oh my God! I thought we were gonna get this shit like that. Of course, we saw it in the opening. I thought we were gonna get this shit like next week. I think we're gonna get this shit today. That damn throw from Zeke, starting at like the 21-minute 14 second mark. Ooh, it's looking good, and also we're getting like these multiple angles of this throw. Oh, this is awesome. So we're ending at the end of chapter 74's adaptation of the manga, and wow. Okay, so let's talk about the writing for a minute. So I understand why Wit skipped as much as they did, because they wanted to get to the end of chapter 74's adaptation of the manga. And like, you know, as I'm thinking about it, they could have like stopped in like various places. They've done some really good cliffhanger shit in chapter 74, and we still could have still had the rest of the parts, especially from like chapter 73 and even parts from chapter 74 that were skipped, and it would have worked. But I think the one that really hurts the most in regards to, actually, God, I think the 3 parts that were skipped that really pissed me off the most was, the beginning where we didn't get that little bit of symbolism going on with humanity, with the in, you know, the refugee camps. I wish that part would have been there. The other one being the, oh my God, the rest of the rest of the flashbacks that were skipped, especially in regards to Eren and Armin, their flashbacks. I'm really disappointed that wasn't skipped, or that was skipped. Oh my God, I said wasn't for a second. That was skipped. That really irked me, because that's a lot of that is kind of important to me, and also like the rest of Armin's dialogue being skipped, like that kind of was a huge problem for me. Or not dialogue, words, his inner monologue being skipped about like his thought process, because to me that's a little bit that's a little bit important, at least to me. And yeah, some of the strategy stuff was skipped and whatnot, but like to me those 3 things were a lot more important. And I really wish they would have incorporated those bits of content that were skipped. And I still think if Studio Wit would have delayed the opening song by a week, I think that would have worked out so much better, and we would have gotten all the content we wanted, and or at least I wanted. And still were able to adapt 73 and 74 like perfectly. But so pacing wise, I'm guessing what we're doing you could have ended it right before Zeke started attacking, as an example of one place. Or you could have ended it in the middle of chapter 74, where Armin's just like, no, I think Zeke right before Zeke started attacking would have been a better spot. And then like at the end of chapter 74 that we did get would have been the perfect way to start off next week's episode, at least for me. But anyway, animation-wise, the problem, and I've said this throughout this episode, the problem I'm having with animation-wise in regards to facial expressions are like, especially with Eren's, because I feel like a lot of the more powerful moments that Isayama gives us in the manga were kind of lost, especially because some of a few of those scenes were skipped. Especially in the beginning, and also in the Armin Eren flashback, when we didn't see the river and see that Eren was staring up in wonder on the grass, like that, like shit like that really bugged me, specifically scene wise. But in facial expression wise for Eren, I just didn't like. You couldn't believe that he was scared. You couldn't believe that he was staring up in wonder. He had a lot of blank facial expressions, which is a huge problem, because Eren's already not the greatest character in the world. But I was happy to see that they did a really good job with Armin's facial expressions. That was a nice little plus. But the other problem I had in regards to animation and visual wise was how the camera angles were utilized. This is not the only series that's been having this problems. Black Clover is having this problem. One Punch Man's already having a shit ton of problems. But yeah, Studio Pierrot and JC staff are having problems with this as well, where they're not like doing the angles correctly, because there could have been some very powerful moments in this episode, but because of how the angles were set up, it lost its power. Like especially, for example, at the beginning, as I said, when Eren was crying and he said that he was going to defeat the Titans, like that was such a missed opportunity. Like even throughout the inner monologues, especially like Armin's inner monologue, when it didn't do the extreme close-up of Armin's eyes like it was supposed to, like how Isayama did in the manga, and instead it zoomed out too soon. Another example would be like when Erwin is making his speech about obeying the chain of command. They did the extreme close-up like a little too soon. And also there were times where like, fucking A, like Rainer didn't look like Rainer when he first came out. And also in regards to animation, like I really wanted to see, like in the manga you saw like when this is again related to Armin and Eren, when Eren saved Armin, you didn't see it from Armin's point of view, which would have been really nice, even though you saw Rainer like popping out of the wall from his point of view. It would have been nice to have that for Armin at least. But Yeah, that, and the thing is, and again, I think this is why this live reaction is so long, is that the thing that I've noticed about Isayama, and it's the same thing to an extent with Tabata as well, with Black Clover, but especially with Isayama, is a lot of, like, in regards to both the writing and the art, there's a lot of symbolism going on in the art and the writing, and if it's not captured in the anime, like, you know, if it's not translating into the anime visually, or like via the writing as well, then it's just gonna get lost, and it's not gonna translate well, and it's really gonna at least frustrate me. But yeah, those were my main problems with the animation. Is I feel like a lot of at least for me, a lot of the symbolism got lost that Isayama gives us in the manga, and I really, it's disappointing because I really wanted to see a lot of this stuff animated. But like, other than that, the majority of the animation is really, really good. I'm not saying that it's bad. No, I've seen. You're talking to someone that covers One Punch Man every week. One Punch Man season 2. No, I'm just saying, like, Studio Wit could have done so much more with this, and they could have added, like, really utilized the symbolization that Isayama has, and they didn't, and it just really, really frustrated me. Soundtrack-wise, for the soundtrack that we did get, I really, really like it. And also, another thing with the animation, I love the effects that Wit is doing, and I can't wait to see what other effects they're going to be utilizing in this season, especially when we get to my boy Sacrifice. Whoa! And that was another thing in regards to the camera angles. Like, remember, Aaron talked about Armin's eyes. We didn't get enough extreme close-up of my boy's eyes. In regards to soundtrack, I can't wait for the rest of the battle soundtrack to come out. I can't wait for Armin's Sacrifice soundtrack. I'm gonna cry. I know I'm gonna cry when that part comes. But the soundtrack we did get was really good. The opening song is just, it's not as good as season 2's. I'm sorry, season 2's is always good. I think it's just gonna be my favorite, but I'm very curious what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What did you guys think of this episode? I'm hoping writing-wise we're gonna get like 1 to 2 chapters a week. That I think would be a good pacing to go with, depending on the chapter itself. Like for some chapters, it might have to be 1 chapter a week, but that's why I said 1 to 2. But I think for the most part, we're gonna be doing 2 chapters a week. I'm very curious what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Attack on Titan content. There's a few ways you could do that. You can donate to my PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something on my Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Friendme, and PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!